Hi everyone, this is a review of the brand new Better Homes and Gardens Holiday 2020 wax melts from Walmart. Most Walmarts should have these by now. They started coming out in the past maybe 2 weeks or so. If you've never seen my reviews before, I don't look at the scent notes until after I've done the review. Also, if you can't find these in your store, they are available on the Walmart website as a 4-pack. So you'd have to buy 4 of one scent. But again, if you can't find them in your store, maybe that might be the only way to go. So first, I will start with apple and incense. Apple and incense. The notes are warm notes of citrus and cinnamon, weaved through ambered applewood and oriental incense infused with soft vanilla bean and clove bud, cashmere musk, and amber. This smells like apple crisp rather than apple pie, with a hint of cinnamon, a smidgen of vanilla, and just a slight hint of incense, maybe tobacco and or nag champa. I guess you like that too, huh? That gives it a tiny bit of a perfumey note. Really, you're going to sit on my notes, aren't you? Oh, come on, you really have to do that. Come on, get your butt off my notes. I'm talking to my cat. It's mostly a foodie scent, though, like 90% with only around maybe 10% of the perfumey note. And although it's sweet, it's not overly sweet. It's a very nice scent. When melted, however, I don't really smell the incense and the perfuminess, and it just smells like a nice, yummy apple crisp. It smells like a slightly sweeter, very slightly more cinnamony version of Sensational's Baked Orchard Apple. It's a great scent. It's nothing like Apple and Oud, which came out in the fall. It's a totally different scent. Throw is 5 out of 5. Bold. Took over the entire house. So this one's a winner. Apple and spice. Notes are cinnamon, brown sugar, spiced apples, and pears stirred with butter roasted pecans infused with vanilla essence. I expected, based on the name, that this was just going to be another generic cinnamon apple or apple pie type scent, but it's not. And it's very easy to overlook this scent as being just another scent like that, but it's totally different. It smells so good, like super sweet, rich caramel, apple and cinnamon, and marshmallow, maybe a little bit of marshmallow. I thought it smelled similar to Sensational's Harvest Moon, but this scent is like Harvest Moon plus super sweet brown sugar. Actually, it's more similar to Sensational's Salted Caramel Buttercream that came out in the fall. Like if that scent also had a hint of apple and cinnamon, it would smell kind of like this. I love this scent. Looking at the notes, I actually do smell a subtle hint of pear, which is a more delicate, slightly floral version of apple. Though there are no floral scents in this, but that's kind of like what pear smells like. It almost has like just a more delicate kind of note. I think I do detect a smidgen of pecan as well, but I would not notice it if I didn't know it was supposed to be in there. And this is another bold thrower. 5 out of 5. Took over the entire house. Another winner. Blue spruce and by the way, I love, love, love these labels. They are so bright and the pictures are wonderful. They're colorful. I really love these labels. Blue spruce and tinsel. Notes are eucalyptus, Siberian pine, and frozen greens intertwined with cardamom, clove bud, and silver geranium. This is a very nice soft pine scent rather than a biting pine, with a hint of nuttiness, maybe a smidgen of vanilla way in the background, although it's not sweet at all, and possibly a barely detectable smokiness. Comparing it to Better Homes and Gardens Fresh Cut Fraser and Sensational Perfectly Pine, both of those scents are slightly sweeter with slightly different notes, and Fresh Cut Fraser is more of a harsh pine. Looking at the notes for this scent, the nuttiness is most likely the cardamom, and cardamom is a nutty, buttery version of cloves with a smidgen of fennel and herbal undertones. I don't actually smell cloves in this scent, although that might be the smidgen of smokiness I detect. The throw is like a 4 out of 5. Very strong. So this is actually a very nice scent. Next we have butterscotch, butterscotch and allspice. Notes are spicy pimento berry, sweet bay, and shimmers of ginger spiked atop of a rich butterscotch and vanilla combining with sweetened toffee and caramel. This is not at all what I expected. Another scent like that. I thought it was just going to be another caramely type scent, but it's not, and it's so unique. It smells like sweet buttery butterscotch with a hint of cinnamon and black tea. I definitely do smell the tea note at the end, and our two other reviewers also smell the tea note as well. And it's kind of at the end, so it's maybe like you don't necessarily smell it right away, but it's kind of, it's definitely there, I definitely do smell the tea. There are no caramel or salty notes at all. I do smell the butterscotch, which is buttery, but not actually caramel. It's not salty. Looking at the notes, there's no tea, but sweet bay, which is in the notes, is an herbal, slightly floral scent with an oregano or thyme note. And pimento berry smells like clove, juniper, and cinnamon with a dash of black pepper. So it might be the combination of bay and pimento berry that probably smells like tea. And this one is, the throw is 4 out of 5. Very strong. So another great scent by Better Homes and Gardens. Candied cranberries. Notes are bright cranberry sparkles with fresh Fraser fir and cypress fused with notes of wood smoke, cinnamon, and peppered clove. I expected that this would be a super sweet, powdery, sugary type cranberry based on the name and the label, but it's not. It's cranberry plus pine with a little bit of smokiness. It has a bit of a sour note that I don't care for, but I think most people won't notice that. I think most people are actually going to like this one. And the throw is strong, like a 3.5 out of 5. Next we have cherry and balsam. And again, I love this label. I love the fact that the green of the fir is not overly green, so that like the red of the berries stand out. It's just the color combination is fantastic. The notes are black cherry, raspberry, and black currant infused with notes of pine, fir balsam, and spruce. This is an amazing, incredible, sweet, fruity scent of cherry. And the cherry is not as harsh as black cherry. It's more like maraschino, but somewhere in between maraschino and black cherry. And pine. On cold sniff, I'd say like 70% cherry, 25% pine, and 5% some other notes, which could be raspberry, vanilla, nutty, and or perfumey like baby powder. When melted, it's more cherry, like maybe 85%, and it smells kind of like cherry cough syrup, but in a good way, and I happen to like that scent. It's like a richer, warmer version of Yankee Candle Merry Cherry, and it's so rich, it might be a bit nauseating for some people, but it's easy to solve by mixing with vanilla or another fruity scent to kind of reduce that richness. After about an hour, though, I started noticing almost like a tobacco-y note that made it smell more like cherry tobacco. So it's kind of like a chameleon scent, and I love it. This is actually going to be, I think it's going to be a bestseller, and so far a lot of people have mentioned that they really love this scent. Throw is bold, 5 out of 5, takes over the entire house. So this one is definitely hoard worthy for sure. Hazelnut and cream. Notes are cinnamon, clove, and nutmeg stirred into a comforting brew of almond, hazelnut, and caramel with toasted coconut and vanilla. I definitely smell the hazelnut. It's nutty and sweet with cinnamon, a fair amount of cinnamon, but not overkill, a bit of caramel, and a milky note. It's different, and I like it. Looking at the notes, I don't smell clove, Nutmeg, maybe, although that would give this a pumpkin pie vibe, which this scent does not have. And coconut, again, perhaps, but if it's in there, it's very subtle, and I would not detect it if it were not in the scent notes. The throw for this one was kind of mild, like a 2.5 out of 5. Would do better in a very small to a small room. Next we have Magic Mistletoe Kiss with cat hair. Sorry, my cats get into everything. And notes for Magic Mistletoe Kiss are bright citrus bergamot and crisp herbaceous juniper berries weaved through elements of green pine and mistletoe, touched with the shimmer of peppered woods. This is a very interesting scent that smells like pine and a slightly sweet citrusy type fruit, but not orange or lemon, maybe lime or pineapple. It's not as piney as other pine type scents, and it has a peppery note. It's different from anything else I've smelled. I kind of like it, but melted it takes on a little bit of like a vinegary note. Looking at the notes, there's the citrus, and bergamot is usually in cologne type scents, but this scent has no cologne or perfumey notes at all. The throw is strong, like a 3.5 out of 5. And last we have Merryberry Merlot. Notes are rich red grape Merlot wine mulled with cinnamon, clove, and nutmeg, stirred with delectable cranberry, blackberry, and blueberry sweetness. I smell cranberry with a hint of grape and smidgen of apple spices like cinnamon. It's a nice holiday fruit scent. Not really much more I can say about it. It's pretty much cranberry-ish. Throw is very strong, 4 out of 5. So there you have it. Those are the 9 new Better Homes and Gardens Holiday 2020 wax melt scents from Walmart. Also, several older holiday scents have returned this year, the Better Homes and Gardens. I have reviewed these in the past, so you can just go to the website at waxmeltreviews.com so you can see those reviews. The scents that have returned, as far as I know, there may be more than these, but Be Holly Jolly has returned from 2019. Cookies for Santa from 2018, Crisp Frosted Fir from 2018, Fresh Cypress Garland from 2019, Evergreen and Apple Wreath from 2019, Frosty Winter Nights from 2015, Iced Winter Cranberry from 2015, Just Like Christmas from 2019, Sweet Orange and Pine from 2019, Vintage Farmhouse Christmas from 2019, and Warm Fireside Flurries from 2018. Like I said, there may be other older scents that have returned that I didn't list, so best way is to just check on the Walmart website or check your Walmart store to see if other scents have returned. And Sensationals does not come out with holiday wax melts from Walmart. So if you're looking for Sensationals, you won't find them at Walmart for the holidays. The last Sensational scents at Walmart came out in the fall. And the spring scents will come out, of course, in the beginning of next year. If you want to read a text version of this review, just go to waxmeltreviews.com and feel free to join our Facebook group where we discuss all different brands and scents for retail and store-bought wax melts. And you can find the link to our Facebook group underneath this video and on our website at waxmeltreviews.com. Have a good day.